Hello and welcome back to my channel. Now I know it's been a long time between videos, but here I've got a little short intro, something crazy that happened to me on Halo 5. As you know, on this map, sometimes if something is in the way of you spawning, when you spawn a vehicle, sometimes something crazy happens. So here I am. I'm the one driving the Warthog. We're just running back and forward to try and kill these knights, and I died. I'm going to go into the rec system and probably pull out the same sort of vehicle.
Rec confirmed.
Now, we're going to wait a little while because obviously spawn times. After this intro bit, I'll go into a little bit of information about what I've heard about what's happening with Halo. It's not good, it's not bad, it's just not what I thought would be happening. Anyway, here we go. 3-ton Warthog versus 66-ton truck. Ba-boom! Bye! Now, that's some crazy physics right there. That tank just got totally airborne. Yeah.
Round complete.
Halo 5 Guardians, eh? Some crazy shit happens in that game. Anyway, on to some new Halo news. Now, I've come across some information, and some of you may have heard about this already, that the team from Halo are going to be putting out a new game. Oh my goodness, a new game? A new game! But to play it, you're going to have to head down to your local high-end video game arcade and pay, I would guess, something along the lines of a couple dollars to play the new Halo game. The new Halo game is going to be a 4-player co-op arcade game down at the Penny Arcade. Now, I know it's not the 1980s, and I'm not sure how many of the pinball arcades are going to be able to afford this new machine, seeing as it looks like it's several meters across, and it will probably end up being way out of the price reach of most of these small arcades. Now, I'm not sure about what goes on around the rest of the world in pinball arcades. I know that there used to be one in my town, and there used to be one in the town next to my town, but there is none in my town anymore, and actually I think there is still one in the next town over. But these pinball arcades were tiny. They wouldn't have even had the room to fit in this new Halo game. So that's the crazy bit of news from Halo. Now, I'm not sure, but I thought it was 2018, and I thought we had Xbox One, Xbox One S, Xbox One X, you know, with 4K. Where's our 4K Halo? Where's Halo 6? I mean, even a spin-off Halo game would be better than some arcade game that's probably only going to end up in a handful of arcades. Honestly, when are you going to go down to an arcade and play Halo when you could sit at home on your couch with your mates on an old Xbox playing co-op? Obviously, you can't play co-op Halo 5 unless you all have your own Xboxes to each play in the same room. I don't know how that worked out, but supposedly we're going to get Halo co-op back next time. What I would like to see from Halo developers is some concept art, maybe a story lead-in. And I'm not talking about some comic book that sort of fills 1/8 of the gap between games. No, I want concept art. I want to see what you're working on. I don't want you guys to be that type of game company that hides everything away until right at the last minute and then go, oh, look at this great game that we've got, and then put it out and it's broken from day one, like MCC, with no content, like Halo 5. Until several years later, we finally got a full playable game. Now, there's a little bit of this going around in the gaming making community, thinking, oh, we'll hide it all away until right at the last minute. No, fans want to know. Fans want to know that you're actually working on something that they want. They don't want to know that you're putting out some arcade game that very few people are going to play. They want to know that their favourite game is being made. They want to see some sort of progress. We're not asking too much of our favourite game companies to make our favourite game. At this point, it looks more like a spin-off game is going to come out next, like a a Reach or an ODST style game might come out before Halo 6, and that's a good thing. A lot of us have been asking for that sort of spin-off. I know that Reach and ODST were not as popular as the mainline games, but they were popular nonetheless. And they were a lot more popular than a recent release game like Rage 2. Now this is going off on a tangent because I'd like to talk about some Bethesda news. That's right, Bethesda and Fallout. No, we're not getting Fallout. We're not getting any sort of Fallout game. We're not going to get Elder Scrolls. We're not getting any sort of Elder Scrolls game. There is a ESO coming out, but that's ESO. It's not the Elder Scrolls standalone that we've been waiting for. What they have put out is Rage 2, a game that sold maybe 3 million copies, maybe, just. I don't understand. I know it's not Bethesda Game Studios making Rage 2. It's Bethesda Softworks that are publishing it on behalf of ID Software. Now, ID Software had a big release, an acclaimed release with their new Doom 2016. And that would look like a great game. I haven't been able to play it, but a lot of the footage that I've seen from the game actually looks really good. Now, when I saw footage for Rage, the first game, it wasn't really what I was into, so I never got the game. I've seen a few things now on YouTube about how the game played back then, and the new game, the new Rage, just looks like Mad Max meets Doom Engine, I suppose. Anyway, back to the main story. 343, if you listen to your fans, which I know you do, we don't want an arcade game. We don't want to have to go out to the arcade, plow dollar coins or $2 coins into an arcade game for an Halo experience. We want a new game. A new game. Be that a spin-off or a mainline game. Something. You could even bring out a Halo 5's something else. That would be fine too. A spin-off within Halo 5 until you're ready to put out Halo 6. I just wish we had some information. Any information. There's no reason for you to hold back information now. Everybody wants to know. Everybody who plays the Halo series wants to know what's coming next. What we don't want to know about is the fact that we have to now go out and find an arcade that actually has the arcade game you're putting out. I mean, here in Australia, if I had to go and find that arcade game, it would probably end up being in one of the largest cities of which I live several hours away from. I would not be going to drive all the way to a capital city or somewhere like that to play the next Halo installment. Anyway, this is my next video. I just wanted to let you in on a few things that I'd found out. And thank you for watching. The footage has been of me playing a bit of multiplayer in Halo 5. I'm the one with that red assault rifle. Thanks for watching and have a good one. Keep Halo. Halo.